Welcome. We are so excited to be celebrating Marillac Academy's 20th anniversary. It's a milestone that we are very proud of, and it's a wonderful time for celebration and reflection. Over the last 2 decades, thousands of people have contributed to our mission, adding to it and making it more impactful. Yet Marillac Academy began with a simple dream that led to conversations and collaboration that led to deep commitment and a lot of hard work. Tonight, we have the honor of hearing from 6 people who were instrumental in the founding and early growth of Marillac Academy. My name is Theresa Flynn Houghton, and I serve as president of Marillac Academy. It is my honor to welcome Sister Joyce Weller, Brother Chris Brady, Lou and Suzanne Gerardo, Catherine Ronan Carrolls, Mike Daniels. First, to you, Lou. You and Suzanne have been involved with Marillac from day one. What got you involved in this work, and what continues to motivate you to stay connected to Marillac?
What got us involved in this work was the response and commitment of the brothers and the daughters to the children and their families. The unbelievable commitment that they have, they call their charism. I call it who they are. Unbelievable strength. And we experienced it as parents at Cathedral, Sacred Heart Cathedral. And I was so delighted to know that the children of the Tenderloin would experience the same incredible education that 2 of our children got through the brothers and the daughters. And Catherine, Suzanne, many recognized that we weren't just opening a school, but we were developing a family. And I think that was the beauty and is the beauty of DMA today and yesterday.
Thank you, Lou. And now, Suzanne, as you know, providing a holistic education is a hallmark of Marillac Academy. Can you talk a little bit about your experience working with Marillac staff to develop our academic resource program and also our counseling program?
From day one, we realized in conversation with Catherine Ronan Carrolls that academics was only one part of the education that was needed to make the children successful. So we put together a wraparound service program that included a large counseling program, educational support with an educational therapist, speech and language pathologist that would be working with the children. And it was within these wraparound services that we felt would help the development of the whole child.
So to Brother Chris, Suzanne, and Mike, as you know, we've had a very challenging year this year with the global pandemic and then also our national awakening of racial injustice. What have you learned this year that can strengthen the Marillac Academy mission?
COVID has been a real challenge for all of us, but together we have continued to provide a quality education at Marillac Academy. Not many schools can say that. So I'm hopeful that coming out of this, we realize how strong our partnership together is and the difference that we continue to make in the lives of our students and our families for the good.
Well, some key takeaways for me are around the importance of community and connectedness, which are really the hallmarks of DMA. As a society, I think we've raised our awareness around the basic right that every child should enjoy to a quality education. And so in light of that, it's my opinion that the Marillac Academy has never been more essential, more relevant, and necessary as it is today for our San Francisco community. I'd also recognize that every child deserves to be known and valued and loved. And in partnership with families, I believe our Marillac educators do this among the best.
What are your hopes for DMA 20 years from now? Catherine, why don't you kick us off?
So I recently learned that Bianca Rojo Jaime, who is a member of the first graduating class of Marillac, is now on the Board of Trustees. And when I heard that news, my heart leapt because we have always had the dream that our alums and their families would continue to be true leaders in the community. Part of the vision from the very start, and one of the reasons for the school's success from day one, has been rooted in the partnership between families and the school. So over the years, we've seen alums come back as volunteers, and then we've seen alums come back as employees. And now to see an alum on the Board of Trustees is just a wonderful statement about how that leadership is going to continue to deepen and grow over time.
I think my hopes for Demariac are the same hopes I had 20 years ago. And that is that every single child that passes through the doorway becomes visible, remains visible, and stays connected to us. So my dream is, and I hear it today in all of these wonderful people, that we speak the name of the children who go through Demariac and through the doors of their high schools and colleges and onto their careers, and maybe re-enter our doors to become part of Demariac again, but that we never stop speaking the name, that all children become visible, their families become visible, and that we remember them. In 20 years, we will remember them, and for 20 years beyond that, and 20 years beyond that.
And with that, I'd like to thank all of our panelists for their significant contributions to Demariac's story. And thank you for your reflections on our past, present, and future. I can only imagine where the next 2 decades will take us. I'd also like to give a shout out to our students, our graduates, our families, our faculty and staff, former and current, near and far. You are DMA. I'd like to also give a special shout out to tonight's speakers, artists, and poets. Thank you for sharing your inspirations with us. And finally, to you, our viewer, thank you so much for being with us tonight. And thank you also for your generous continued support of Marillac Academy. With that, I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much.